joining me now, CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Joey Jackson. I mean, does this case all come down to the limitations of the stand your ground law?
So it does, Sarah. Good morning. But obviously it comes down to the facts, and the prosecutors are arguing that based upon these facts that the homeowner's actions were unreasonable. So there are some things, Sarah, that stand your ground is, and there are some things that it's not. Now, stand your ground obviously relates to self-defense and when you can do it. And in stand your ground states, you don't have a duty to retreat. What does that mean? It means that in those states, and the vast majority of states in the country are stand your ground, but in those states where it's not, if you could retreat safely, you must do so. In a situation like this, he's in his home, right? He's permitted to use force, but there are conditions under which you can use the force. Number one, is there some immediacy of any threat that's being posed? Number two, are your actions proportionate to the threat that's being posed? And number three, and significantly, are you acting reasonably? And prosecutors are saying that based upon the facts and the circumstance, because all these come down to the facts, that his actions were not justified, not giving a warning. She didn't cross the threshold of the home, and in light of that, he acted prematurely. And as a result, sadly and tragically, this mother of four is dead.
Yeah, and her husband was there to witness all of this. I mean, it is truly disturbing. But the homeowner, you know, we're hearing from police, fired through the door without warning.
Yes.
How do courts look at this, whether this is a reasonable action?
Right. So what happens is that the argument of the prosecutors is that this is entirely unreasonable. And it's entirely unreasonable for a factor that you mentioned. Should he not have given some type of warning? Should he not have engaged in some way? Should he have not before shooting? Because stand your ground is not, I can kill now and ask questions later. It's not a license to kill. It's a license to protect yourself in a place where you lawfully are. The defense, however, will say a number of things. Number one, who would not be alarmed? Who would not be fearful? Who would not have that fright in the event they hear someone tinkering with their door? It's 7 o'clock in the morning, you're in bed, you don't know what's going on, and as a result, you act. And his argument, the defense, is that he's in his own home, he's minding his own business, he has no intention to harm anybody, but he was fearful that he could have been killed, and of course, any self-defense allows you to protect yourself and others. He's with his wife and family. So as a result, he's going to argue his actions were justified. It'll be up to a jury to make the determination as to whether, Sarah, they were.
Yeah. Are you seeing these cases come up, stand your ground cases come up across the country?
They really do. And, you know, the fact is that every case that we'll ever talk about always turns on the facts. And the facts will be in full display. What was the homeowner thinking? What did he know? Did he act reasonably? Should he have given a warning? You mentioned he fired through the door, right? And not that that in itself would be inappropriate, but what allowed him or made him do that? Was there any entry at the time, or was he just blindly and indiscriminately firing a shot? You have to be justified. You have to act proportionately. You have to act reasonably. And if those elements are missing, you don't get stand your ground here, and you won't get it anywhere else. But again, right, it'll be up to his lawyers, and when they go to court to make the arguments and try to put the jury in his shoes, what would you do? What would your actions be? And in the event the jury believes they were reasonable, it's one thing. If they don't, Sarah, it'll be quite another.
Yeah, obviously the family of this mother wants to see a prosecution here and a conviction. We will see what happens in this case. Joey Jackson, it is always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, Sarah. And you.